We now met the two leaders of North and South Korea this time. Kim, backed by the Russian and Chinese proxies, and Syngman Rhee, backed by the Americans. So both very clearly not right in the head, power hungry, mad authoritarians.
Who isn't?
And the important thing is, both of these people want to unify the country. No Korean is happy with the fact there's North and South Korea. A classic thing that when a big empire partitions a country, no one's fucking happy with it. Like look at Africa, basically the whole of Africa. Like it was conquered by big states.
I didn't expect you to say that.
I'm not saying that Africa's a bad place. There's plenty of countries in Africa which are
it just felt a little bit charged. You went, look at Africa. It felt a little bit charged.
No, like Africa is a direct result of what imperialism has done to the world. We partitioned it, and it's now there's countries constantly warring with each other. There's like that whole spot in like the middle of the south of Africa where there's 5 or 6 countries where there's guerrilla forces in the forests bordering everyone.
Right now.
In 1948 and 1949, border clashes start emerging before the war actually starts in 1950 between the South Korean and North Korean armies. Kim Il-sung knows that. He kind of understands that the South Korean military is depleted, and he thinks, you know what, their army is ruined. This is the best time possible to go in there, take the country quickly with this like terrible army that's been fractured and beaten back for 2 years, and take over the entire country. So he begins seeking Stalin's support for an invasion in March 1949. He travels to Moscow to persuade him. Stalin decides that in 1949 it's not the right time, but in spring 1950, Stalin changes his mind. He thinks that now the communists have won in China, and the Chinese Civil War is over.
So the Chinese Civil War is over at this point?
Yep, the communist leader Mao Zedong and his forces have defeated the nationalist Kuomintang of General Chiang Kai-shek. The US had withdrawn from Korea. They had a force there that was advising the Republic of Korean Army, but they pulled out now. They got like 200, 300 soldiers in Busan, which is the southeast of South Korea, basically the most southern eastern point closest to Japan.
Right.
The Soviets have discovered nuclear weaponry, have an atom bomb.
Yeah.
Stalin acquiesces and gives his consent in April 1950 for Kim to attack the South. He makes clear, though, that Soviet forces would not be involved. So Kim meets with Mao, Chairman Mao Zedong, the new leader of Communist China, to get his support from China in the event that America intervenes. And he does so.
Yeah.
Mao's quite hesitant. They're a bit worried about the US intervening, but he basically gives his express consent. He says, if they do invade North Korea, we'll step in. The big tiger will step in. And on June 25th, 1950, Kim Il-sung senses the South Korean weakness and gives the order. And the North Korean army launches its full-scale invasion of South Korea.